Hello student, I hope you all are well, taking care of yourself and studying as well. Children, today we are going to learn chapter number 7 in history, that is non-cooperation movement. Okay, non-cooperation movement means not to support the British government. And this movement was started by our national father Gandhi ji. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. After completing his education in the field of law, he went to South Africa for practicing his law degree. And there he found South Africa was a colony of the British too. It means Britishers not only ruled over India but also number of countries. And he also found many Indians had settled there for business, trade or other work. The Indians in South Africa were treated as a criminal, treated as a criminals and humiliated at all times. Not only Indians but also Africans also treated very badly, because there was British colony. Means South Africa also controlled by the Britishers. In 1906, British government introduced one of the declaration. Now we will see what was the declaration. The British government declared that it was compulsory for the blacks, blacks means Indians and Africans, except Britishers, to carry an identity card. To carry identity card. If you are black, means if you are not Britisher, you are so you are supposed to carry identity card. In this way, freedoms was restricted. Freedom was restricted. Children, you may know this incident. See this picture. Once the Gandhiji was using the train, he was using the train and he was sitting in the first compartment of the train. Then suddenly Gandhiji was thrown out of the train in South Africa. Then Gandhiji raised the question, why did you throw me out of the train? Then this officer replied, you are black, whether you have a ticket or not. If you are black, you are not supposed to use such compartment of the train. Black people are not allowed to use such compartment. Then Gandhiji felt very bad and he decided, I am going to follow the path of Satyagraha. And I am going to fight against this injustice. Gandhiji returned back to India on 9th January 1915. But he started handling the national movement of India from 1920. After the death of Lokmanya Tilak, the whole work of national freedom went into the hand of Gandhiji. So from 1920 to 1947 is known as Gandhian era. Gandhiji returned back to India on 9th January 1915. Children, every year of 9th January we are celebrating Pravasi Bharati Divas because on 9th January Gandhiji returned to India from South Africa. Because of his great contribution, we gained freedom. Then when he came back to India, he took a tour of entire nation along with Gopal Krishna Gokhale. After taking a tour of entire nation, Gandhiji became very sad because he observed the condition of India, the poverty of the people. Then he determined to himself, I will not go anywhere. I will stay in Sabarmati Ashram and I will follow the new technique to gain justice. Can you tell me, children, what was the new technique to gain justice? Yes, it was Satyagraha, to fight against injustice. See this picture. It is an indigo plant. And this indigo plant that produce a blue dye, means blue color. And this plant was highly demanded in England. It was quite important for Britishers because Industrial Revolution was started in England. They had machines and they had all the type of facility to produce garment, okay, number of garment at a short period of time, but they required this dye, this color, okay. And to fulfill their own requirement, they used to force us to cultivate such kind of plant. We Indian were not interested, and before Britishers' entry, we did not grow such kind of plant on a large scale. We used to grow food crops because we use food crops on a daily basis. So Champaran, okay, one of the district in Bihar, they forced to grow indigo. They forced to grow indigo. They were not interested to grow, but they were forced. So Gandhi ji, he went in Champaran 1917 in 1917. There he organized a farmer. Okay, he brought all the farmer of Champaran together and he raised his voice. So finally Britishers said, okay, if you don't want to grow this indigo plant, it's okay. Earlier Britishers were not ready, but because of Gandhiji efforts, Britishers, they gave the concession to us. And children, it was Gandhiji's first war of independence in India, and it was become successful movement of Gandhiji also. Because of Gandhiji, farmer were given justice. So next movement was Kheda Satyagraha. Kheda, one of the district in Gujarat. So the people of Kheda in the year of 1918, they were facing the famine condition. Famine condition means a lack of food over a long period of time in a larger area that can be cause the death of many people. So in the Kheda district, the condition of the people were very bad because during 1918 there was not a proper rainfall. So no proper rainfall, no proper growing of the food crops. Nowadays we are using modern irrigation, but we are talking about in the year of 1918. So there is a bad condition because of no proper rainfall. But Britishers, they were not giving any kind of concession. Okay, the Kheda people, they requested Britishers, please cancel our taxes for short period of time. Once the situation will be normal, we are going to pay the taxes. But Britishers, they denied the proposal. They were forcing the Kheda people to pay the taxes. So finally, Gandhiji visited this Kheda district in 1918, and because of Gandhiji's efforts, finally British government suspended the tax for a short period of time. We were very angry. We means we Indians, because Britishers, they promised, okay, they promised help us during this First World War, and after finishing this First World War, we will grant you freedom. First World War was started in the year of 1914 and ended after 4 years, 1918. Did we gain the freedom in the year of 1918? No. It means Britishers broke the promise. We helped, but we did not get the freedom. So we were very angry. That's why Britishers, they formed the committee under Sir Sidney Rowlatt. Why? Because they wanted to suppress the discontent of Indian people. According to this Rowlatt Act, okay, it gave freedom to the Britishers to arrest anybody. To arrest anybody. If Britishers had any suspicious, these people, this group of people, this person can go against us, can start any movement. Okay, so they can arrest. Okay, they can arrest, and without any warrant, without anyone, no prior notice. Okay, without any warrant, and even they can put jail into directly. And apart from this, appeal was prohibited against the punishment given by the Britishers. That's why this act was known as Black Act. Okay, this act was known as Black Act. And because of this Rowlatt Act, okay, some incident was taken place at Jallianwala Bagh. Children, we Indians were not happy with the Rowlatt Act. It was against our personal freedom. So that's why we were doing mass movement against Rowlatt Act. Then Britisher, they pointed us, if you want freedom, do one thing. Have a meeting in Amritsar, which is in Punjab. Before that, Britisher, they prohibited the eminent leaders' entry. Important leaders like Gandhiji, Dr. Satyapal and Dr. Kichlu. Their entry was prohibited. Then on 13 April 1919, people assembled. Which festival we celebrate every year of 13 April? Yes, children, it is a Baisakhi festival. Okay, Baisakhi festival is a spring harvest festival for Sikhs and Hindu. So people gathered on 13 April 1919 and people with a great hope and waiting for some announcement from the British side. Then Sir General Dyer arrived. Okay, he was a British officer. He arrived. He arrived with the armed force and the place was enclosed from all the side. Okay, the place was enclosed. Which place we are talking about? Jallianwala Bagh. And had only one small gate. Okay, had only one small gate and other side of the Bagh was totally closed. General Dyer, he ordered his soldier, okay, for firing. What did he did? General Dyer, he ordered to his soldiers for firing. 1660 rounds had been fired. The army continued firing until the ammunition was over. In this massacre, about 400 people, including men and women, were killed. Many people were wounded. Children, tell me, is it was sudden planning or it was a pre-planned of British? Yes, children, it was a pre-planned of the British. That's why British prohibited important leaders like Gandhiji, Dr. Satyapal, Dr. Kichlu's entry prohibited. And purposely they closed all the gates. Only one small gate was opened. And General Dyer, he came with the arms and he ordered his soldier for firing. Okay, until and unless the ammunition was over. So in this massacre, number of people, okay, were killed. So Rabindranath Tagore, okay, as we know, Indian scholar. Rabindranath Tagore, he was very good person of India, and he wrote number of books also. Even national anthem is written by him. So Britishers, okay, they gave the sir title to Rabindranath Tagore. But after this incident, Rabindranath Tagore, he returned his sir title to Britishers. They said, we don't want any appraisal from your side. If your behavior is not good towards our country people, so we don't want any kind of appreciation. Gandhiji started non-cooperation movement. Tell me why? Yes, children, it is because of Jallianwala Bagh. Okay, our country's innocent people, they were disarmed, they were not knowing about anything, and they were killed on a large scale. A great massacre was happened at Jallianwala Bagh. Because of this incident, Gandhiji launched non-cooperation movement. The name itself, non-cooperation, not to cooperate, not to coordinate with the Britishers. The concept behind the non-cooperation movement was that the Britisher in India is dependent, okay, is dependent only on the cooperation of the Indians. If the Indians adopted complete non-cooperation, then the British government will completely destroyed. Completely destroyed. With this intention, Gandhiji started non-cooperation movement in the year of 1920. Children, when? 1920 at Nagpur. Okay, at Nagpur. And in this session, okay, Nagpur session in the year of 1920, they determined now we are going to boycott. say no. Boycott means say no to government offices, government courts, foreign goods, government schools and colleges. Why all the time government? Because there was a British government. Understood? So it was launched in 1920 and people were doing very good thing. Okay, they were refusing everything, the things which belong to the British government. But very sad part is there. In 1922, Gandhiji had to suspend non-cooperation movement. Now we will see why. Okay. In February 1922, the police opened fire on the peaceful strike at Chauri Chaura in Gorakhpur district of Uttar Pradesh. Okay. Police means British police. We were nicely, okay, peacefully we were doing the strike against the Britishers. We are not using any violence, okay, any violence. But the people, okay, but the British police, they did the open firing on us. Then in return, okay, in return, Indian people were angry, okay, Indian people were angry and set fire to the police station, set fire to the police station. Because of this firing, one officer and 22 British policemen were killed. Total, how many? 23. Gandhiji was hurt. Okay, he felt very bad. Gandhiji was not happy. Okay, he did not believe tit for tat. Okay, he believed in a non-violence. He believed in a peace. So after this incident, Gandhiji realized now people using the violence for this movement, so that's why he suspended the movement in 1922. A commission under the chairmanship of Sir John Simon was formed. Britishers, they formed one of the commission under whose chairmanship? Under Sir John Simon. What we will, okay, now we will see what was that. In this commission, none of Indian member was included. The commission was formed by British named Sir John Simon, but none of Indian member was included. So should we had accepted? No. We rejected this commission. We boycotted the commission which was formed under the leadership of Sir John Simon. In 1928, okay, in 1928, the commission means just Simon, he arrived in India. Okay, Simon arrived in India. Wherever he traveled, the people made demonstration against them. Okay, by shouting the slogan like Simon, go back, Simon, go back. There was a lathi charge. Who adopted lathi charge? Britishers, because we were giving the great slogan, Simon, go back. So Britishers, they adopted lathi charge on protesters. So Lala Lajpat Rai is there. Okay, he was nicely leading the Lahore people to fight against the Britisher for Simon Commission, because none of Indian member was included in the commission. The police lathi charged the demonstrator very badly. Children, one British officer was there, Saunders. What? Saunders. And he attacked Lalaji with lathi. Lalaji with lathi. Children, the very sad part is there. Within a few days of attack, Lalaji died. But before he died, he motivated the people by giving the one of the slogan. Every blow on my body will prove a nail in the coffin of the British Empire. We lost such a great freedom fighter, but before he died, he motivated us. Have a faith in peaceful method. Have a faith in non-violence and keep on fighting against the Britisher. Some member of Indian National Congress, they formed Swarajya Party in the year of 1922. Do you know, children, why did they form Swarajya Party? Because they wanted to contest the election against Britishers. Before 1922, we never contest election against the Britishers. This was the first time where we contest the election against the Britishers. And we got great achievements. Okay. Many members of Swarajya Party were elected in the Legislative Council. Then Nehru report. Okay. One of the report was prepared by Motilal Nehru. First of all, why did it was prepared by him? One day what happened, children? Secretary of State of India, Miss Britishers, they challenged, you people are not able to form the constitution. That's why we are running your country. Who said to whom? Yeah, secretary means all, all the things were controlled by the Britisher. In short, British officer. Okay, they said like this way, we are ruling over your country only for your benefit because you people are not able to form the constitution. Children, as we know the constitution, it is a law books and this book guides us how to run the country, how to maintain the rules and regulation. So that's why Nehru report was prepared by Motilal Nehru. They said, now we are okay. We are able to run the country. We can also write our constitution. So first time Nehru report was prepared in the year of 1929. We started thinking about our constitutions for drafting constitution. Okay. Now demand for Purna Swaraj. After 1 year, in the year of 1930, we demanded Purna Swaraj. Purna means complete freedom. Due to the influence of young people and International Congress, a resolution of attainment of complete independence was passed. They said, now we want full freedom. We never want a single interferences of Britishers. We can write our constitution also and we can handle the whole administration of India. So on 26th January, when 26th January, okay, every 26th we are celebrating which day? Republic Day. On 26 January 1930, people from all over India took pledge for carrying out the freedom movement with non-violence. Understood? And even they said like this way, Indian people, if we will not get the complete freedom, means Purna Swaraj, so we will start one more new movement. Can you tell me what was the new movement? Yes, children, the next chapter it is a civil disobedience movement. So in this way we demanded the Purna Swaraj. Children, here we have completed the whole chapter. If you have doubt, okay, you can call or message me on WhatsApp. Thank you all of you. God bless you all.